Namaste, Satnam, greetings beautiful soul, and welcome to today's yoga class where this was filmed in the beautiful India, in the southern beaches of Goa, in a beautiful town called Patnam, which I highly recommend. I fell in love and stayed for the whole month and really didn't even explore nearby beaches because I just loved the people and the community. And one fine day, I took a walk in the mid-morning and recorded this yoga class. And it is focusing on flexibility in your spine and in turn, your mind. I hope that you love this class. You'll also have a chance to do some other postures as well. As always, only go to where is comfortable. If you're feeling in pain, then back off. It's a sign from your body that this may not be good for you today. So just take it to the level that feels good to you right here, right now, and let's flow. To begin, roll out your mat, come to a comfortable seated position. I have a nice quote to remind us of our level. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So anywhere along this class, you may stop it, you may pause it, you may take a child's pose or shavasana, always listening to your body and going to where it feels comfortable. Let's get going. Find a comfortable seated position, adjust the fleshy part of your bum away to find your sitting bones, sit up nice and tall, take a cleansing breath in, draw your shoulders up, around, down and back to sit up tall, breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Arrive into this moment. Exhale. Bring your hands together for Om, breathing in to prepare. Om. Gently bow your head forward to yourself. Consider your intention and give thanks that you're alive, that you're able to practice yoga, and for all the teachers that have shared this practice with us. Bring your hands to your knees for alternate nostril breathing. You'll want to bring your left hand on your top of your thigh with your palm facing upward. Your first finger and thumb come to touch in Jnana Mudra. And you're going to take your right hand, your first two fingers come out, your pointer finger and middle finger. They're going to rest on your third eye. Your right thumb is going to seal the right nostril. The other two fingers are bent and they're going to seal the left. But first we're going to keep it open, breathing through the left side. Breathing in. Hold and seal at the top. Exhale out the right side. Breathe in through the right. Hold and seal at the top. Exhale out the left. Inhale the left. Hold and seal at the top. Exhale out the right. Breathe in the right. Hold and seal at the top. Exhale out the left. Inhale the left. Hold and seal at the top. Exhale out the right. Inhale the right. Hold and seal at the top. Exhale out the left. Inhale the left. Hold and seal at the top. Exhale out the right. Inhale the right. Hold and seal at the top with your eyes closed this entire time, focusing on your third eye. Exhale out the left. Continuing with that rhythm on your own, breathing in, sealing and holding at the top, exhaling out the other side. Try to make your exhale a couple counts longer than the inhalation and the hold to automatically regulate and calm your nervous system. Focusing on the inhalation, how you feel at the top, and how your body naturally calms as you exhale. Continue with this on your own, and when you feel ready, you can come out, and you'll know you're done when you exhale out of the left side, placing both of your hands on your lap in the Jnana Mudra with your first finger and thumb touching, closing your eyes and sitting with that energy for a moment. And notice if you feel a shift of energy. This practice balances the right and left hemisphere of the brain and provides a natural sense of calm throughout the entire nervous system and body. When you're ready, take neck rotations. You can place your hands down and just begin rotating your neck around in a nice, easy circular motion. It can be small or large, fast or slow, finding more range of motion throughout your neck, still connecting with your inhale and exhale, using Ujjayi breathing, a breath that almost sounds like the ocean. Throughout class, enjoying this Ujjayi breath, turn your neck in the other direction if you haven't already, using Ujjayi breathing, which is found with your mouth closed and is only used through your nose. And it kind of sounds like almost as if you make a ha sound on the exhale, but with your mouth closed. Continuing with these neck rotations, loosening the last vertebrae on your spine. Now taking shoulder rotations, bringing your shoulders up, back, down, and around. Up, back, down, and around. As they come up, they come near your ears. As they come down, pull them down and away. Feeling how this feels in this moment. Then bring your hands out in front of you, bend your arms, place your hands in a cup shape on your shoulders, and then bring your elbows to touch and bring your arms back, up and around, back, up and around, circling your shoulders. This is something we did in the yoga school, and it just feels really nice. This can be done anytime throughout the day, taking a break to just provide more mobility within your shoulders. Opening up that shoulder girdle before we put any pressure on it. Reverse directions now, bringing your elbows together, back, around, and forward. Beginning to awaken the shoulder girdle, drawing in your core, and enjoying how good it feels to be in your body here and now. Connecting with your breath and this moment. Now bring your arms out to either side. Press your palms up as if you're pressing into a wall. Extend your arms out long. Bring your fingers up towards you and then turn them so your fingers point down. You rotate from the shoulder girdle and then bring your hands back up and make circles. Rotating, awakening your shoulder girdle, finding more strength just by simply holding your arms up. Rotating your arms forward and then reversing directions. Feeling what it feels like to be here now in your beautiful temple, rotating your arms forward, back, and around. Now make wrist rotations. Before we put any weight on our wrists, we can warm them up, rotating your wrist in one direction and now the other direction. Awakening slowly our body, rotating and releasing. Then you're going to place your hands down on the mat, your fingers placed towards you, and you can begin walking your palms down towards the earth, down towards the mat, feeling the stretch profoundly throughout your lower forearms. That plantar fascia tends to just kind of almost grow into our wrists, so stretching it out. Then place your hands on your knees and begin making big circles over yourself for Sufi grinds, awakening our natural Kundalini energy with this gentle movement as you bring your body forward, to the side, back and around, rotating, moving, going forward, back and around, and finding this beautiful sense of movement within your body. Feeling what it feels like to be here now. Now rotate and shift directions, taking it now the opposite direction, bringing your body to one side, your chest comes forward, your back comes back, circling forward, back and around, feeling it in your lower back, your hips. If you have any pain in your knees, simply change the position or even do something different. You never want to hurt yourself, only go to where is comfortable today. Rotating, moving, releasing, opening up slowly as you take this nice circular motion. Bring your hands out in front of you and pull your right arm back and towards the wall, almost like you're pulling an arrow, and do it now with the opposite arm, pulling it back. The arm goes out. Use resistance as if pulling something and something's resisting you. You bring your arm back, bring it forward. Use the other arm, pull it back, bring it back, bring your other arm forward, taking it to one side and to the other side. Bringing it back with your strength as you open up your chest. Bring your hands together. Open up your chest. Feel the strength within your body. Feel the strength within your mind. Switching to the other arm. Coming back through center. Taking it, pulling it. It's almost as if it's resisting you. It could even be through honey. It doesn't have to be something bad. You could be resisting through the sticky, sweet honey. Coming together. And bringing one hand down and the other arm up and over. Look up towards your arm as you stretch, finding a nice side body stretch. Bringing it to the other side. The other arm goes down, the arm goes up and over. Bringing now the other arm down. You can stay in the same position, or if you want to advance, go onto your forearm for a deeper stretch. It's not even advanced, it's just a deeper stretch, whatever sensation you want. Going to the other side, same side, going to the same level as you did on the other side, and continuing. Going now, switching sides, gazing up towards your arms, stretching your ribs, grounding down through that hip, trying to get as deep of a stretch as feels good to you in this moment. Switching side. And remember, it's just a greater sensation. It doesn't necessarily mean it's better. Now take your left hand to your right knee, bring your other arm behind you, and gaze over that back shoulder. Twisting. Take it to the other side. Bring the back arm behind you, gaze over your back shoulder, draw in your lower belly, lift up from your spine, and switching to the other side. Nice warm up today, really getting loose before we try anything advanced. It's the best way to go, switching sides and opening up your body with respect and love. Switching to the other side and going a little deeper if you want. You can bring that back arm to grab your thigh if you'd like. You can grab your shirt, or you can take it to the other level that you did on the other side. No problem. Switching sides, the arm can be behind you, or you can grab your leg. One's not better, it's just different. Good work. I'm really proud of you. That was awesome. I'm just going to dust a little sand off myself, and we're going to prepare to move on, coming now to your hands and knees. Bring your knees underneath your hips, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Draw in your lower belly, and you can have your hands facing forward, or you can turn your palms, your fingers towards you to stretch your palms. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down. Inhale, lift your tailbone up, gaze up. Exhale, tilt and tuck your tailbone down, gaze down. Inhale, shine that beautiful heart forward, shining the world with your love. Now draw into yourself and let that heart beam hit your forehead. Shine your heart forward, and now change your hands so that they're facing forward, and raise your knees up and lower your knees down, going up and down, up and down, up and down. And then when you're ready, press up and back, downward facing dog. A little core engagement. And here you're going to want to draw your shoulders down your spine and take any organic movements. The first downward dog of class, you can bend one knee and the other, walking your dog out in place. Whatever motion feels divine in your temple, right here, right now. If you do one thing on one side, make sure to do it to the other. And when you're ready, you're going to walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself with bent knees. You can even grab behind your knees and shake your head back and forth. And slowly ragdoll your spine all the way up to a standing position. Excellent work. Really proud of you. Come to the front of your mat, hands to your hips. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, gaze up. You can even arch back if that feels nice. Exhale, lead with your heart. Draw into yourself. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, step your right leg back, lower the knee down to the mat. Shift your gaze forward. You can stay there or walk your hands to the knees. Stay there or bring your hands up to the sky. Not that one's better. It's just whatever feels good in this moment. Squaring off your hips, drawing that tailbone down. Release your hands to the earth. Come back to all fours and lower down knees, chest, chin. Come to cobra. Try to leave your lower belly on the ground. Bend your arms slightly and press your heart forward. Gaze is up, curl your toes, press it up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful, excellent, strong body. Giving thanks for this moment. Shift your gaze forward, step your right leg forward, lower the left knee down, left foot down. Inhale, gaze up, stay there, or you can walk your hands to your knee, or you can bring your hands up. Trying to lower that back hip down towards the ground, squaring off your hips the best that you can. Gaze can be up or forward. Releasing your hands down to frame your foot, lift the back knee up and step to the front of the mat. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, fold into yourself. Sweep your arms down, around and up. Gather that good energy and exhale your arms down by your side. Inhale, your arms up to the sky, gaze up and even arch back if that feels good. Exhale, lower down, folding into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, steps your left foot back, lowers the left knee down, left foot down. Inhale, your arms up to the sky or to whatever level feels good in this moment. Drawing your shoulders down, drawing your core in. Gaze is up or forward. Release your arms down to frame your foot. Step back into plank. Lower down knees, chest, chin. 8-point vinyasa. Come into your cobra, your baby cobra, shining your heart forward. And shift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Step your left foot forward, lower the right knee down, right foot down, and go to the same level you did as the other side. Bring your arms up if that feels nice. Drawing in your core, lowering your hips down, feeling the stretch. Release your arms, shift your gaze forward, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, finds a flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Draw your arms down, around, and up. Gather in that prana, that life force. Draw it into your heart. Fantastic work. Let's do it again and add on. Inhale, your arms up to the sky, arch up, and you can even start taking a little bit of a back bend if you haven't already. Exhale, draw into yourself, forward fold. Inhale, brings your spine up. Exhale, step your right foot back, lower the knee down. Bring your hands to heart center, bring them up to the sky, and you can even begin finding a slight back bend if you'd like, or going further back, whatever feels good. Leading from your upper spine, bringing your hands down, step back to plank, slowly lower, chaturanga this time. Inhale, upward facing dog, curl your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. A little bit different. But now that we're nice and warm, ready for a little bit more of a challenge. Bringing your right foot forward, left knee down. Bring your hands to your hips, square off your hips. Bring them to heart center above your head. And you can stay here or begin arching back. Always listening to your body and only going to where it's comfortable. Arching back if you'd like, but if not, no sweat. Bring your hands to frame your foot. Step your back foot forward. Inhale, lifts your spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale, your arms down, around, and up, and arch back if you'd like, and bring your hands to your heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, your arms up to the sky, and arch back slightly. Exhale, lead with your heart. Come on down. Leading now with the left leg back. Lower the left knee down, left foot down. Inhale your hands to your heart, bring them above your head, and begin arching back if that feels nice. Beginning to find more back flexibility, and then releasing your hands down to frame your foot. Step on back, plank, slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Of course, you can go knees, chest, chin, if that feels better. Drawing your shoulders down your spine. Connecting with your breath. Shift your gaze forward, step your left foot forward, lower the right knee down, right foot down. Good work. Bring your hands above your head, stay here, or you can take that back bend if you'd like, arching your chest up, looking back if that feels nice, and finding a little bit more back flexibility. Bringing your hands down to frame your foot. Shift your gaze forward, step forward. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, draw into yourself. Inhale, your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, then down by your side. Now you can either stay where you're at or come to the center of your mat, whatever feels best to you. Ground down through your feet. Feet can be slightly apart or together. Bring your hands to heart center, raise them above your head. Bring your fingers to collapse, except for the first two fingers. They're going to point up and go over to the left. Ground down through the right foot, finding a nice long side body stretch. Stretching to the side, grounding down, feeling it through your entire ribs. Ribs kind of turn and face up towards the ceiling or the sky. Come back up through center, stretch up a couple inches taller, and bend your knees slightly as you go to the other side. Going now to the right and stretching and releasing down through that left foot, grounding down into the earth, stretching to one side, feeling your body come up through center, stretch up a couple inches taller. I'm just turning as now we're going to go backwards. So you're going to want to prepare. Bring your tailbone to tuck down, bring your hip bones to point up, draw in your lower ribs, lift up your chest. Inhale, bring your arms up above your head. Inhale a couple inches taller, and then begin arching from the upper part of your spine to protect your lower spine. If all is a go, you can bring your head back and begin arching back a little by little. Remembering to breathe. It's easy to lose your breath in a back bend, so breathing in and out. Coming back up through center, keep your arms up, and exhale, come down into a forward fold. Grabbing a hold of your big toes, inhale, gaze up, exhale. Bend your elbows, bring your head down towards your shin, obviously going to wherever's comfortable. You could use blocks if that's easier. Inhale your spine up, exhale, place your hands under your feet and fold again, drawing in towards yourself. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, go deeper. Releasing your neck, bringing your sit bones up to the sky. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your hands to your hips. Come back up to a standing position. Excellent work. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Slight back bend draws you back. Exhale, lead with your beautiful heart. Come into your forward fold. Step your right foot back, lower the knee down, and keep your toes tucked. Shift your hips back slightly, bring your hands to your hips, your hands to heart center, above your head, and then open your arms as you turn your chest and try to bring your right hand to your heel. Then release your foot down and bring your opposite arm up and over. A beautiful back bend and an easier way to find it, going in this way. Of course, if this isn't accessible, no worries. And if you fall, just readjust, finding your balance and going back. Inhaling, exhaling, and then releasing with as much care and grace as you can. Bring your hands to your hips, and then bring your hands to heart center. Your top foot is into the ground, and lift your back knee up. You don't have to, but if it's accessible, go ahead and give your quad a go. Then lower the knee down and sink into that hip. We're going to take a side stretch. Bring your right hip to your side. If it's inaccessible, you can use a block. Bring the left arm up and over, stretching to the side, finding a nice side body stretch. Modifying to use a block as needed. Coming back through center and staying here or bending that back knee and grabbing your foot, drawing it in towards yourself, staying there, or you can even latch it in the crook of your elbow. Breathe your other arm up to clasp your fingers in a mermaid variation here in our low lunge. Release with care, come back through center, bring your hands to your hips, place your right hand down, bring your left arm up in an easy twist. Opening your chest, gazing up towards the sky, a nice gentle release. Come back through center, lift your chest up, and we're going to prepare to back bend. Bring your hands to the lower part of your spine, arching your chest up and over. Bring your head back if that feels okay, staying here, or you can bring your hands down to touch the earth. You can also use blocks here, going to wherever's comfortable. And you can always stay in a low lunge. No need to stress your lower back or your back. If you're feeling any pain, back off. Bring your hands down to frame your foot, curl the back toe under, step back to plank, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale your shoulders down your spine, gazes up, upward dog. Shift your hips back, downward facing dog. Bring your right arm to your left ankle in a twist, finding length from the base of your spine through the top of your head. Breathing in and out, coming through center, switching sides. Drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Try to draw your lower tummy in. Breathing in and out. Come back to your downward facing dog. Shift your gaze forward. Step your right leg forward. Lower your left knee down. Bring your arms above your head after you square off your hips. Open your arms. Bring your left hand towards your left foot. Your right arm comes up and over. You can extend that back foot down, gaze up and back towards your back arm, coming into a back bend, going to where you did on the other side, or to wherever feels comfortable on this side. Come out of it and bring your hands to your hips, bring your hands to your heart. Top of the foot presses into the ground as you lift your back knee off the ground in an arrow lunge for a challenge. Engaging that quad, lowering the knee down. Now place your left hand outside of your left hip, bring your right arm up and over, stretching to the side, using blocks as needed, or even staying in a low crescent lunge if that's more comfortable. Coming back through center, bring your hands to your hips, breathe in, breathe out, prepare for the lower back bend, bringing your chest up, your hands come to the small of your lower back, shift your chest up, and begin arching back if that's accessible. If all is a go, bring your head back, and you can even bring your hands down to graze the earth, using blocks as needed, or staying in the low lunge if that doesn't feel nice. Bring your left hand down, your right arm up, as you twist and gaze out over that right knee or up towards your fingertips. Gaze can be in front of you or up. Come back through center and bend that left knee towards your glute, stretching here first, staying here, or placing your foot in the crook of your elbow, bringing your other arm up and over, stretching the front of that quad, bringing your hands to clasp, breathing in and out. Releasing with care, pop the back knee up, step back to plank, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale your chest up to the sky. Exhale your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Gaze is towards your navel or towards your feet. Breathing in, breathing out, shifting your gaze forward. Step your right foot forward, bring your hands to your hips and bring your body to bounce up and down. Pulsing up, lowering down, up, lowering down. And then you're going to want to stop at the lower part of the bounce, really coming into that front right quad. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Bring your lower ribs to come together. Stretch your upper body up, going up a couple inches higher. Arms are clasped. First two fingers point. And begin arching up and back, coming into a back bend, but only going to where it feels comfortable. You can also stay in the high crescent lunge. Bring your arms back up to center, and we're going to take a twist. You can bring the left part of your arm to the right outer edge of your knee. Your hands can come into prayer. They can open up, or you can even take a bind, bringing that bottom arm to come under the right knee. The right arm comes back and around to clasp the left fingertips. You can grab your shirt or anything else, or simply keep your hands together in prayer position without taking the bind. Twisting, drawing in your lower belly. Release your bind. Bring your hands on either side of your foot. Then you're going to walk that right knee over slightly. Your knee is going to come to the outer part of the left arm. You're going to bend your elbows so it acts like a shell. Come down, rest that leg on them, and extend the leg straight if you can, and even try bringing the back leg up to point behind you. Jumping back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Gaze is towards your navel. Breathing in, breathing out. And reconnect. Inhale. And you can even sigh it out. Step your right leg forward and your left leg forward. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, bring that prana to your heart. Step your right leg back and lower down into the left knee, coming into a high lunge on the other side, bouncing up and down, up and down. Bringing your body up and down. Inhale, your arms above. Fingers come together. First fingers come to point. The other fingers fold into each other. Gaze up. And if all is a go, arch your head back slightly and arch your arms back and your back coming into a back bend. maintaining a sense of drishti. Come back up through center. Bring your hands together and take the twist. Your right outer arm comes to the outer part of your left. Hands come together in prayer position, staying here, extending your arms open or going for the bind. Bringing your right arm under the left thigh. The left arm comes back around to grab your fingertips. Your gaze is back or towards your back shoulder. Breathing in and out. If you took the arm balance, take it here, doing the same thing, bending your arms to create a shelf, letting your hips come to rest on that shelf. Extend your legs straight if you can, finding a hover point, hovering, and then stepping or hopping back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest up, upward facing dog. That could be hard, finding the strength. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Lift your left leg up to the sky, raising it up nice and high in your three-legged dog. Then bend at the knee. You can gaze towards that foot, and you can even come into wild thing, opening up, staying here, or even coming into wheel. You'll have to adjust your palms to come into wheel. I find this to be a fun and beautiful transition. Then you'll want to turn your palm to come back out of it, come back into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Right leg sweeps up to the sky, nice and high. Once ready, bend the knee, keep it here, or come into wild thing, dropping the foot down, bringing the other arm up and over. Stay here or try to bring your hand to come to the earth, coming into your wheel pose, a fun and beautiful way to get into your back bend. Beautiful job. Then readjust your palms so that you can come back into plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Press back up, plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Press back up into plank. Slowly lower chaturanga. Press back up into plank and press back up, downward facing dog. A few yogi push-ups to keep ourselves nice and strong. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Yearn it up as high as you can. Bend at the knee and come into pigeon pose. Bringing the right shin to the mat. Walking the back left leg back. Coming up into your extended pigeon. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale your hands down and walk forward. Crawling down into yourself, going inward, letting your head rest down, reconnecting with your breath, with your intention, with your gratitude. Breathing into any sensations, allowing your hips to open with ease, with grace. Remembering your divine essence. You are that which is practicing yoga, witnessing your body doing these amazing things, being thankful for every step along the way, walking yourself back up, lower into your hips, stay in pigeon, or you can bend the back knee, begin bringing your other arm up and over, going into king pigeon, grabbing hold of your foot if that's okay, and bringing your foot to come to your head. Your other arm can stay on the ground for support, or it can even grab your foot. Release with care. Place your hands down. Extend that front leg, bringing your hips back, stretching into the IT band. Walking that foot over now, coming into a half splits, bringing your toes to come up towards your head, stretching here, or you can release your head down towards your foot. Extend your spine and release it down. Bend back into that front knee, coming into a low crescent lunge and pressing back into the half split, staying there or if full splits is in your practice, you can come on down. You can always use blocks and stop anywhere along the way, extending out into your splits. Bringing your hands out to either side if that's okay. If not, keeping them down. If all is a go, inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive them down by your side. Stay here, or you can flirt with bending the back knee in, grabbing a hold of your foot, walking it to the crook of your elbow. Stay here. Try to balance, and it may or may not work, and that's okay, but you just give it a try. Trying to keep that foot in the crook of your elbow, your other arm comes up and around, and you're going to bring your hands to clasp. Here you are in a fun variation in your splits. It may be for a split second, and that's okay. Stay here or fold over that front leg. Bring your arms down to face back or come forward, whatever feels nice to you. Stretching, releasing, and finding length in your hamstrings. Press yourself back up into the splits. Come back to your half splits with a straight spine. Come back to all fours and wiggle out your tush. Give it a shake. Come back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Nice and high. Stretching out through that hip flexor. Then bend at the knee. Come into pigeon on the other side. Bringing the left shin down to the mat. Bringing it in towards you for less of a stretch and away for you for more of a stretch. The back leg walks back. Staying here or bringing your arms above your head. Staying here or coming down into your cave if you did on the other side. Yoga allows you to find a new kind of freedom that you may not have known even existed. A quote by B.K.S. Iyengar, and I just love that thought, because how many times have you found more freedom either in your thoughts, in your emotions, through your breath, or in your body through flexibility throughout this practice of yoga? Stay here or begin walking yourself up. Stay here or take the back bend by bending the back knee. Arch your spine up. Begin gazing back. Bring your hand to come to find your foot. Eventually your foot may come to find your head. Your other arm comes up and over. Bringing your foot to your head. Grounding your thoughts literally into your foot. Good. Now shift your hips back. Extend your legs straight. Feeling the stretch in your IT band. And then coming into the half splits with a straight spine. Then raise your foot up. Stay here or fold over. Come up. Bring the toes down. Then bring the toes up as your head comes down to fold. Inhale your spine up. Stay here or go into splits if you did on the other side and it feels good on this side. You can also use blocks to help you out here. Adjust to kind of level out your hips if they're a little sideways. Stay here, or you can try bending the back knee in, bringing that foot towards you, bringing the foot to come into the crook of the elbow, bend at the forearm. Find a drishti or point of focus. Inhale that arm up, trying to maintain focus, and then bring your hands to clasp. Coming into our split variation. Beautiful. Release with care. Come back through center and fold over that front leg. Your arms can point back towards yourself or they can come forward, whatever feels natural and good in this moment. Beautiful job. Ever so fun to try new things, but also ever so important to listen to your body. Curl the back toes under, come back to the half splits, stretch it out slightly, come to hands and knees, wiggle back from side to side, releasing any tension, and coming onto your knees for camel. Bring your hips to come, your tailbone to point down, your hip flexors to point up. Draw in your ribs, bring your hands to the lower part of your spine, breathe in, and exhale, come back. If all's a go, grab for your heels and arch back. stretching and releasing in this beautiful back bend. You can also curl your toes to bring them a little bit closer to you so it's not so intense. Bring your hands to the lower part of your spine. Come to sit down on your heels. Kind of tilt and tuck your pelvis and turn to one side, gently twisting to release your lower back. Come to the other side, releasing any tension here. Beautiful. Coming back, you can do the same variation, or you can bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your hands up to the sky, gaze up, arch back, trying to arch all the way back until your hands find the earth. Coming back, bringing your hands to walk in towards your feet. Eventually they may grab your heels, and eventually your forearms may come down to the ground. Clearly the other form of camel is perfectly fine. No one's greater than the other. Release your hands back out, straighten your arms, and you can try coming out of it the way you did and lowering your seat down towards your heel and coming to rest in child's pose, releasing any tension in your lower back, releasing your forehead to the earth. You can even wiggle a little side to side, grounding down, reconnecting, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Now come to a wall. We're gonna go and do some back variations, doing walk downs. This is great for your wheel and great for flexibility. Bring one arm's distance away from the wall, and you're gonna wanna step in front of it. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up towards the sky, begin arching back, reach for the wall, and begin walking down the wall. You're gonna walk, walk, walk until your hands come down to the ground, and then you're gonna wanna press your chest towards the wall, coming into a beautiful wheel variation, using the wall to assist, and then place your hands on the wall, walk yourself all the way back up to a standing position, and neutralize your pelvis, taking any tilt out of it. We're gonna do this again. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, reach back and begin walking down the wall, walking all the way down. Bringing your hands to the ground, bringing your chest towards the wall. Beautiful. Then walk yourself back up ever so gently, coming back up to a standing position. Take the tilt out of your pelvis. Good work. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale your arms above the sky. Begin to arch back and walk down the wall. Walking down, bring your hands to come to the earth, your chest to come towards the wall. Kiss the wall with your chest. Bring your hands back up, come back to a standing position, draw in your belly, bring your tilt out of your pelvis. Bring your hands to heart center, inhale your arms above the sky, and do it again. Arching back, walking down the wall. These are a wonderful way to raise your heart rate and increase strength and flexibility. Walk yourself back up, kind of like a yoga drill, if you will, and come back out of it. Neutralize your pelvis. Bring your hands to heart center as we go again, inhaling your arms up, arching back, and walking down the wall. Beautiful work. Bring your chest to kiss the earth, or bring your chest to kiss the wall. Walk your hands back up, come to a neutral position, take the tilt out of your pelvis. Good work. Come back to your mat and lie down. And we're gonna go into wheel, as if that wasn't enough. Come onto your head and press yourself up into the full expression of wheel. You can always take bridge if that's better. And we're gonna do push-ups, bringing your head down to the ground and press back up. You can bring your head down or your forehead down and press all the way back up. Bring your head down and press back up. Bring your head down and press back up. Our wheel push-up variation, bringing your head down and press back up. Bringing your head down, Bring your hands to walk in a little bit closer and press back up. Bring your head down, bring your hands in to walk a little closer and press back up. Bring your head down, walk your hands in even closer if that's possible. You can even come onto your forearms and try to reach for your heels. Excellent job in this wild variation of a back bend. Seeing if you can't touch your heels and then slowly coming out of it, slowly releasing your back down to the earth. Draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Bring your arms out to either side and take a supine twist, dropping your knees to one side. You can even bring your hand to rest on your knees, gazing out over the opposite shoulder, releasing the lower part of your spine. You did amazing work in your back bends today. I hope you enjoyed exploring some deeper range of mobility. Coming through center, take it now to the other side. A spinal twist feels heavenly after all that work we did, increasing our flexibility. They say you're as young as your spine. So we're just maintaining our youth here, everyone. Come into happy baby. Bring your feet up to the sky. Grab the outer edge of your feet. Draw your knees down towards yourself. Breathing in, breathing out. Staying here, or you can extend the legs straight while holding onto the outer edge of your feet if you want to fan them open. If not, the regular happy baby is perfectly divine. Coming back through happy baby, rocking now from one side to the other. A very happy baby indeed. Coming to find the end of the practice. You've done such good work, but first we're going to come into a shoulder stand. Coming to the closing asanas, lifting yourself up into a shoulder stand, or as they say in gymnastics, a candlestick, and you're going to want to shine your toes up towards the heavens, and then you're going to want to lower those toes down behind you into halasana or plow. Your shoulders are underneath you, your hands are to your lower spine to support you. The back of your neck is getting a nice stretch. You can stay here or bend at your knees, bringing your knees down to either side of your head. You can even draw your knees in towards your head. Then bring your knees to your forehead and slowly unwind. Coming into fish to take the curve out of your spine, bring your forearms onto the ground. Your hands can go under your hips, legs extend out in front of you. Arch your spine, bring your forehead to the ground and stay here or extend your arms up to the sky. Extend your legs up to the sky for a challenge. Release your neck down to the earth and come into figure four, bringing your right foot to your left knee. Arms go in between your thighs, grabbing a hold of yourself. Draw your knees in towards yourself, and you can even extend that right knee out slightly to increase and intensify the stretch. Now take eagle legs, switch your hips over to the right and lower the knees to the left. Gaze over your right shoulder. Feeling a nice, beautiful, yummy stretch throughout your lower spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming through center. And we're going to do that on the other side, taking the figure four to the other side. Bringing your arms to come through the gate of your legs, grabbing a hold of the back of that leg. Pressing that left knee out slightly. You can flex your foot if you'd like. Release, come into eagle legs, press your hips over to the left, drop your knees to the right, arms come out, gazes over to the left or straight up, whatever feels best. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting any tension stay here on the mat. Coming back through center, bring your heels to touch, open your legs in a diamond, staying here or opening up into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Taking up as much space as you'd like, releasing your body into the earth, bringing your shoulders to come down beneath you. Take up space. Give thanks to yourself for this time and space to practice. Close your eyes, wind down, feel any tension releasing, let go of any worries, any weight of the day, of the week, of the month. let it go. Let the earth absorb what it needs to absorb. Let it help you. Ground down. Breathe in. Let your organs relax. Let your mind relax. Let your breath relax. Just breathe in and out and relax. When your world moves too fast and you lose yourself in the chaos, introduce yourself to each color of the sunset. Reacquaint yourself with the earth beneath your feet. Thank the air that surrounds you for every breath you take. Find yourself in the appreciation of life. A quote by Christa and Martine. Taking a moment in corpse pose to really be like a corpse and consider the fact that we are still alive, and giving thanks for that fact and for the new life that we breathed into our bodies here today. When you're ready, begin wiggling your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms above your head. A good morning stretch. Bend your knees in and rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. Any seated position will do. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Breathe in for Om. Om. Place your arms behind the small of your back, bow your head forward. Give thanks to Mother Earth. Give thanks to your parents. Give thanks to your friends. Give thanks to your beautiful divine temple, your body. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your hands to heart center, bow forward. Namaste. From my heart to yours, thank you for joining me on the mat today. I can't wait to practice with you again. Until next time, I send you infinite love, infinite light, and infinite blessings. Namaste. Hi, you guys. I'm so excited to announce the new book, Living My Personal Legend and a Love That Lives On. This is the autobiography of my late husband, Gerald Clark. He wrote it until his last breath, and it is his words. Unfortunately, he didn't finish it, so I have added our love story, and it includes not only his autobiography of how he lived not one dream, but not two dreams, and not even three dreams, but multiple dreams in his life. He was just a living example of how you really can live your own personal legend, and I hope this book inspires you. Also within it is our love story. We truly shared a soulmate, twin flame connection that just is out of this world, and we lifted each other up, and I share in detail our love story and some of our trials as well. And I really hope that you love this book. It is a work of love. It was a healing work for me as well. And I hope in the future to have another one out on overcoming grief and loss, and how you can still live your personal legend even when life hits you and knocks you down. And life certainly knocked Gerald down many times, but he always got back up. And so I think that's a key takeaway. So I hope you really love this book. You can get a copy over at Amazon.com, ChristaJClark.com, ArtisticVegan.com, GeraldClark77.com, to name a few different places that you can get your very own copy. I hope that you love it, and just know that I love you. So sending my love, my light, and many blessings. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope you loved this class. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Please share it with your friends and leave a comment below letting me know what you liked, what was difficult, or maybe some other classes that you'd like to see in the future. I have more content in the pipeline, so please subscribe if you aren't already. And I can't wait to see you soon. Have a beautiful, glorious day or evening wherever you're at. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye-bye.